Hi, I'm Christy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here with a fall book haul part 2 as well as some new bookshelf reorganization. So let's get into it. Alright, so my last book haul was just over a month ago, and so I wanted to kind of keep up with recent books that I've gotten in, to haul them, and then to be able to shelve them. I also ended up getting 2 new bookshelves over the weekend that I have set up, and so I'll show a little bit of kind of like B-roll of the disaster that was my book room before, and kind of the process of moving books over there, and all of those things. I just kind of wanted to clean up my shelves behind me, as well as have the new shelves. They're off camera right now, but they're right over here, and so just kind of have a new place to put all the books that I have. And so I will show some B-roll of that. And then yeah, we're just gonna get into the current book haul. So I have about 40-ish books to haul today. Some of them are books that I was sent from authors, from publishers, from special editions that I like subscribe to book boxes. So some of those, some new releases that I loved, just kind of all of the book mail, some favorites that I read recently and was like, I need to get physical copies of those, just all of the book haul. So let's get into it. All right, so first up, I went to the Love in Vegas book signing that was held at the end of October in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so I picked up 4 special editions there, which I have a vlog up of the entire trip, which was just so much fun. A lot of like fun things to do around Vegas while we were there on the strip with like a bunch of friends, as well as the book signing. And so I decided, you know what, I just need special editions of favorites, favorite authors. So that's what I picked up there. So let's get into these. First up are 2 special editions from Morgan Elizabeth. I love this author so much. I love seeing her at all of the signings. She always has the prettiest, cutest special editions. And so I wanted to pick those up while I was there. This one is actually one of my favorites. So this is 'Tis the Season for Revenge. This is the first book I read from her. It was actually one of my favorite reads of the entire year of, I want to say, 2022. It is a holiday romance, but it's just so much more. I love the emotions in here, and the heroine, she basically gets with her ex-boyfriend's boss. So good. I love this one so much. Here is this one, 'Tis the Season for Revenge. This is the first book in her Season of Revenge series. So this special edition actually matches her other ones as well, which I will show quickly. So here are the other ones. You can see that they all match and they all have kind of different themes. So this is Ick Factor, and we have The Fall of Bradley Reed, and then Cruel Summer. So they all match, and then they all have like really cutie quotes on the back as well in the gold. So if I can hold these up. So here these are, and so I just love that they all match. So of course I had to get this newest one from her at the Love in Vegas signing. And then her newest release, it actually had come out the day before the Love in Vegas book signing. So that was If This Was a Movie. This is her newest release, and so the original cover is just like pink on pink with like some bows and a cute little like theater scene. And so this was her special edition that she had at the signing, which was like a surprise. So when I saw it there, I was like, ooh, have to grab this because it's so cute, and it's like holiday themed as well. So I can't wait to read this one actually this holiday season. So very excited. The next 2 are some sports special editions that I grabbed there. So this is The Right Move by Liz Tom 40. This one has like a really pretty like gloss on the letters, and then on the back as well was just like a little quote, and then the spine. This was a special edition that the author did herself. So she had like a pre-order, and of course I ordered it immediately because it's one of my favorites. So it came with like some cute art and then a little like sticker as well. So of course I had to grab this because this is my favorite from Liz Tom 40 in her Windy City series. Love this one so much. Highly recommend. One of my like favorite romances of all time. It's so good. All right, and then the last one that I grabbed at Love in Vegas was Two Fights by Nikki Castle. This is part of her Fight Game series. It's book 2. This was a special edition that the Last Chapter bookshop did. They were going to be a vendor at the signing, and so they had some special editions you could like pre-order, and so of course I pre-ordered this one. I love Nikki Castle so much. I've been reading her Fight Game series for like 2 years now. When I first read her series 5 5 Rounds was the only book out, and I was waiting for this one to release. And so I've read all the books in the series. I love them so, so much. So I had to grab this special edition. I have a lot of special editions of her 5 Rounds and then a couple of the other books in the series, but 2 Fights I only had 1 special edition of. And so I saw this one. It was so pretty with the people on it, so I had to get it as well. Which, if you haven't read the fight game series, highly recommend. They are centered around an MMA kind of like fight scene situation and a gym. And so I just love the series so much, and all of the characters. The audiobooks have been recently coming out, so now I think the 3rd book just got its audio. So definitely recommend. All 1 through 3 have their audios out, but of course there are more books in the series. They're all on Kindle Unlimited. Highly, highly recommend Nikki Castle's books. Next up is The Striker by Anna Huang. I had pre-ordered this really pretty edition from Barnes & Noble. I love the like black on purple, and then this is a thick chunky book, and then the back is just kind of simple with the spine as well. This one I still need to read, and I'm very excited to get into it. It's Anna Huang's first sports romance, so I can't wait. It's kind of centered around football or soccer, and I'm so excited to get to it. I've heard amazing things. So yeah, definitely excited to have this really pretty Barnes & Noble edition. Next up, I'm a rep for Hello Lovely. So this is their Trope of the Month book box for October, I want to say. It was Marriage of Convenience, and as soon as I saw the kind of like teaser, I was like, I know exactly what that book is, and I'm so excited. So this is Zinni by Rebecca Weatherspoon, just showing the really pretty like holographic on here. It has really pretty purple metallic stained edges, the back as well, and the spine. They've been doing hardcovers recently, so I love like the end pages, and they have like the ribbon bookmarks, and there's some really pretty like formatting on the inside as well. So I'm very excited to have this. It's signed by the author right here in light purple. So I'm very excited. This is one of my favorites. I read this one years ago and love it so much. Marriage of Convenience, where both of the characters have like amazing communication. Basically, she inherits a home from like, I want to say her aunt. So one of the stipulations involves marriage, and so the hero was close with her aunt as well, I want to say. And it has bisexual rep. It's so amazing. I love these characters so much. Definitely on the shorter side, but like it's such a healthy, communicative relationship, which I love to see. Love Rebecca Weatherspoon, so I'm so excited to have this edition, which if you are ever interested in Hello Lovely, any of their merch, their shirts, their subscription boxes, their Trope of the Month, which is just a book that comes with it every month, and it's a different trope, I highly recommend. I've been a rep with them for years, and my code is ChristyReadsALot15, and you can save 15% on your Trope of the Month box, any of your orders, any of the things, so highly recommend. Love this edition so much. Next up is Bull Moon Rising by Ruby Dixon. So I've sent an ARC copy, and then I got the finished edition as well. I'm obsessed with this cover and this book and with Ruby Dixon. I love her stuff so much. So I got all this cutie swag with it, which I will show. The end pages are so stinking pretty. This is a Minotaur romance where the heroine is human, and they have to get married because she wants to be a part of this like artifacts guild, and women cannot be alone. They're training, and so she ends up finding out that the hero, he's a Minotaur about to go into rut, into his season, and so he's gonna need somebody to be able to, you know, release some things. And so she decides to say, well, like, you can use me, and like we can have a marriage of convenience, because then I can have like a chaperone to help me out with the guild situation, and he's her trainer, and it's just so good. I love this romance so much. The heroine in here is adorable. I love her. Plus size rep Ruby Dixon always hits. This is the first in a new series. Highly recommend. Next up was my recent Book of the Month subscription, so I ended up grabbing 2 books. We have the Road of Bones by Demi Winters, which Book of the Month has been kind of like upping their hardcover game. Like you can see it's kind of glossy here. Some of them have been like embossed recently, so they're kind of trying to up their game. But this is the Road of Bones by Demi Winters. I actually started this one when it was on KU. Still have yet to finish it. It's a romantasy, but with like a Viking kind of setting and situation, road trip kind of romance, so I need to get back into it. So I was very excited to see this as one of the picks, and so of course I had to grab it for November. Then the other one that I grabbed was Dinner for Vampires by Bethany Joy Lenz, and this one I'm excited to check out. I used to watch One Tree Hill all the time, and I'm also super fascinated by cults and kind of that entire like psychological exploration experience, hearing about it. So I am very intrigued to get to this one. I think it's like more nonfiction memoir, but I am excited to get to it. So it says life on a cult TV show while also in an actual cult. So yeah, definitely gonna check this one out. All right, next up is Forever Wild by Rebecca Genshak. So this is a trope edition that I got sent, which was a super cute little surprise. So it says just like Jack and Everly on there, and it has like the cute hockey pucks and all the like little themey things, and it's so adorable. It came with like a really cute little like ticket stub. But yeah, it is Forever Wild, if it will show there. This is the 5th book in the Wildcat Hockey series, and I am so excited to get to it. I still need to actually read this book. It's out now though, and I am so excited. I love this series so much. So yeah, that's Forever Wild by Rebecca Nishak. All right, next up I grabbed two of Lori Gilmore's books. So we have the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which I love. The like leaves are metallic on here. And then also the Christmas Tree Farm, again with the metallic and the cute little puppy dog on the porch. So I'm very excited to get to both of these. These are kind of like cozy small town setting, and I'm just excited. I read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe earlier in the fall, end of summer, and so I'm excited to get to these next two because I've heard these ones are even better. So yeah, definitely picked up both of these with like the cutie metallic designs, and I can't wait to get to them this like fall winter season. Next up, I have An Island Princess Starts a Scandal by Adriana Herrera. So this one, the covers for this series recently got redone, and so I thought I was buying the new cover edition on Amazon. That's what it said I was going to get. But instead they sent me the old cover, which I'm not going to lie, I'm not mad about because I actually love this cover more. This is the second book in her historical romance series. I love this one so much. It's a sapphic historical romance and is just so good. It takes place in Paris. Love this one so much, and so I'm so excited to have this edition because they recently got rid of the people covers and it's more of like an illustrated look. So I had pre-ordered the third book that comes out in February from the author. She's doing like a signing and kind of like comes with swag from a bookstore that she's signing at. So I pre-ordered that one. It's coming in the new cover, and so I wanted to match the illustrated covers, but instead it was sent this one. So not mad because I love this cover, but yeah, now my series will be not matching. It's fine. Then I was sent this beautiful edition of Grave Matter by Karina Halley. So this is her newest release, and I'm so excited to get to this one. This is a really pretty like ARC edition that I was sent, and it came with like some swag. This one is like a dark cottagecore, and it sounds so good. It has like forced proximity, isolated vibes kind of in the Pacific Northwest, and I cannot wait to get to it. It's kind of like forbidden as well because it's a doctor, teacher, / student patient romance. So I'm so excited to get to this one. I think she said it has like kind of like thrillery or sci-fi type vibes as well. I'm very excited. So thank you so much to the author for sending me this gorgeous copy. I can't wait to get to it. Then I was sent a finished copy of Duchess Material by Emily Sullivan from the publisher. So thank you so much. They sent me an ARC copy as well, and I'm so excited to have this finished copy. This is a new historical romance from her, and it's described as Miss Scarlet and the Duke, but with more kissing, which I think we all needed and wanted. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I really love this author's historical romances, so I cannot wait. So recently I've just been binging Chanel Cleaton's historical fictions, and so this was the last one that I had to read, and I just got to it recently, and I really, really loved it, so I wanted to have a physical copy. So this is The House on Biscayne Bay, and this one is so good. It's definitely like one of those where the house is kind of a character in the book as well. It has like gothic vibes. It's more of a historical fiction mystery. I really, really enjoyed this one, and so yeah, murder mysteries are happening in 2 different timelines, and everything connects, and it's just so good. So I'm so excited to have this copy as well. I think it's just stunning, and so yeah, definitely loved this one. Another recent one that I read and loved is Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. I had pre-ordered this one, and I'm so excited to have it because I think the covers for this whole series are just stunning, and I really love this one. And this one is a single dad nanny romance where he works on his family's ranch. He's grumpy. He is also her best friend's older brother. Love this one so much. They're just so stinking cute, and I love the cover so much. Another one I read and loved recently is Hexed by Emily McIntyre. I did not realize how chunky this book actually is, but I did read it and really, really enjoyed it. And so this is the 6th book in her Never After series, which is basically like darker fairy tale reimaginings, but where the villains get their HEAs. I've read the entire series, love them all so much. There are true standalones though, so you can read them in any order. This one gives Little Mermaid vibes, and it's just so good. Like, I loved it so much. Definitely dark, where the heroine is very like bloodthirsty, and I love her so much. Very like unapologetic about everything, and it's just so good. Highly recommend. I love the like little hints to The Little Mermaid. They had me laughing and squealing and just like, ugh, they're just so much fun. Really enjoyed this one. It's a forbidden romance where the hero is actually engaged to her cousin. So good. Highly recommend. I also ended up ordering myself How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn, and I read this one recently and really loved it as well. So I'm so excited that I did treat myself to a physical copy because I adored this one. This one is just so much fun, and I really loved it. I honestly couldn't tell that Megan Quinn wrote it, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, it just read like a really good book, and I couldn't tell who the author was, and so I just really enjoyed this one. It's so much fun. Basically in here, it's very much like Christmas Whoville type of vibe. It's set in Kringletown, and the heroine in this one comes to live with her Aunt Cindy, and so she is going to kind of help her out, and then the neighbor next door is the hero, and he's grumpy, but he's always secretly crushed on the heroine, and so it's their romance setup. It has a lot of like forced proximity, and they have to like fake date for a bit. It's just so much fun and so cute, and there's a lot of backstory as well in here with the characters, especially with the hero. If you love kind of like a broken hero, he definitely has a tragic backstory, and I just love this one so much. It was so much fun. Honestly, one of my new favorite like Christmassy holiday romances. Highly recommend checking it out this year. Next up, I had pre-ordered Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune, and so my pre-order had come in. It has a really pretty yellow sprayed edges. I just love this one. It's a follow-up to The House on the Cerulean Sea, so it picks up right where that book left off. I really love this one. I just read it this month. Just such a cute, wholesome, tender-hearted, like adorable characters. Loved it so much. It had me laughing out loud. It's so cute and swoony. I just really love this author's writing, and so I'm so excited to have this edition to add to my TJ Klune shelf. All right, next up I have some mail from Catherine Cowles. So first up is Broken Harbor. This is the ARC edition. I got the Hurt Comfort one, and basically she sends out like these really cute surprise trope arcs, and so here are all the tropes in the book. I love this one so much. This is the third book in her Sparrow Falls series. Small town, romantic suspense, and here the heroine is a single mom. She's a baker. The hero is a hockey player, and he's going to be teaching the hockey camp for her son in their small town. It is just so stinking good. When he finds out their kind of like living situation, he ends up moving the heroine and her son into his house with him. So good. If you love like a caretaking hero, he is definitely that. I love this book so much. Highly recommend. It's just out now. It just came out yesterday when I'm filming this video, and so definitely go grab it. It's on KU. The audiobooks are amazing. Highly recommend. Then I was also sent a finished copy of Fragile Sanctuary, which is the first book in the Sparrow Falls series. This series got picked up by publishers and is now in bookstores, which I'm so excited for Catherine. And so this is, like I said, the first book in the series. I'm obsessed with the metallic on here, the cutie sprayed edges and the back, and it's just so stinking pretty and cute, and I love it so much. I can't wait to go to like Barnes & Noble, Target, all the places and see it in stores. I'm so excited for her. So yeah, first book in the Sparrow Falls series. This is small town, romantic suspense, so stinking good. The found family in the series is amazing. All the books in the series have been 5 stars for me, so highly recommend starting with this book if you're new to Catherine Cowles. It's so good, and you can grab it now everywhere in bookstores. Then I was sent a finished copy of Shattered Dreams by Natasha Madison. So this is the people cover, and then if you flip it over, it is the discreet kind of like scenic view cover, which I just kind of love that alternate flip cover edition. So much fun. This one I actually really loved as well. This is my favorite from this author that I have read. It is so emotional and so good. Basically in here, the hero and the heroine, they were part of this friend group. All 6 friends ended up in a car crash. Some people passed away. So there's a lot of hurt feelings. The heroine ended up moving away because she got blamed for things that happened. So now she's back in their hometown. It's been years. He hates her. There's just so much emotional aspects to the characters and to their story. They are both broken characters, and I just love it so much. It's so good. Highly recommend if you want like an emotional, angsty romance. Another recent favorite was The Nightmare Before Christmas by Sarah Rosh. Love the red sprayed edges on here, and this one is just so stinking cute. This is an holiday romance. It's kind of a take on Red, White, and Royal Blue mixed with The Nightmare Before Christmas. It is so stinking good. I loved it so much. You can hear me like gush about it in my recent November mid-month wrap-up. I love this book 2 pieces. So in this one of the heroes is the Halloween prince, the other is the Christmas prince, and in their world, it's kind of like a contemporary setting, but all the holidays are royal courts, basically. So there's a lot of like inner royal kind of court politics happening, and it's just so good. I loved it so much. It's so much fun. Highly recommend reading this one this holiday season. Then I grabbed this really pretty edition from Kat Singleton's bookstore. So this is Tempt Our Fate, and like I said, it's from Kat Singleton. This is one of her small town romances, the second book in the Sun Mountain series, and I thought this edition was just so pretty. I had grabbed the first one in the series as well, and so I wanted a little matching one, and I love that the interior are all color pages. So love that, like the chapter headers and all the things are so pretty and all in color, and so I just wanted this to go with my like Kat Singleton shelves. So yeah, I grabbed this from her website / her TikTok shop. All right, and then this surprise book mail I was so excited for and totally screaming when I got it in the mail this week. This is Keep Me by Sarah Kate, and this book is just so good. I love this book so much. One of my favorites of the month so far. I gush about this one as well in my mid-month wrap-up. It is so good. It's the first book in her Sinful Manners series. It's grumpy marriage of convenience set in Scotland. I love this book to pieces. Both of the characters are broken characters, which if you can't tell, I love broken characters and reading about them, getting their HEA and finding one another. So stinking good. Highly recommend you check it out. First of a new series, and it is so good. So it came with this really pretty art as well, and just like some stickers and bookmarks. Has a little like step back moment in black and white inside the book. I'm so excited because I loved it so much. It's out December 3rd. Highly recommend you check it out this winter season. All right, then I grabbed these add-ons from the Bookish box. So I had gotten the first book in the series last year, maybe earlier this year, and so they did add-ons for book 2 and 3 in the trilogy. So I had to have them because they're absolutely stunning, and I do really enjoy this author's writing, and so I can't wait to read this trilogy. So I'm so excited. So let me show you them kind of more fully. All right, so this is the first book that I had gotten a while back. So this is House of Beating Wings. This is by Olivia Wildenstein, and this is the sprayed edges, the really pretty edition, and like just like the end pages And the kind of like alternate cover as well is so pretty for this entire series. So this is book 1 that I got quite a while ago. So this is, I don't even know what order or the name of the series, but this one is House of Pounding Hearts. So we have the hero on this one, so I'm gonna guess this is book 2. The pretty sprayed edges and the back, so it matches kind of what the first looks like as well. I haven't even cracked these open yet. Oh my god, it's stunning. Like, look at that beautiful art. It is absolutely stunning. I think the back has a different art scene as well. Yes, so stinking pretty. So here is the back into pages as well. So pretty. Look at this, like, just gorgeous edition, even like the naked hardcover. And then we have a reversible dust jacket moment as well. Gorgeous, like so stunning. I can't wait to read this series. And then I'm assuming this is the last in the trilogy, so this is House of Striking Oaths. I'm just guessing that because this one has the hero and the heroine on the cover, so I'm assuming this is the end of their kind of like trilogy saga. So stunning, sprayed edges, back matter as well, and then let's look at the inside. So pretty. Again, gorgeous, stunning. One thing about Bookish Box, they take forever, but their editions are stunning. Like, look at that in-page art. So pretty. Let me see on the back as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Just absolutely so stunning and pretty. Then the reversible dust jacket moment as well. So pretty. So let me know if you've read this series by this author. I'm so excited to read this trilogy. Like I said, I read her Angels of Elysium. Basically, that one starts with Feather is the book. I read that trilogy earlier this year and loved it. So I'm very excited to get into this next trilogy from her. These are like romantasy, and I'm very excited. I cannot wait. All right, then next up, I got some Mystic Book Box editions. So this is the Sinners series by Sam Sketcher. So first one is Sinners Anonymous. I actually read this book, didn't love it. So I don't think I'm going to keep these as special editions, but this edition is really, really pretty. Oh, and then the naked hardcover, stunning and gorgeous. It kind of looks like a fake faux leather look, even though it feels kind of waxy, if that makes sense. Really, really pretty. And then this is book 2, which is Sinners Condemned and Consumed. Oh, is this book 2 and 3 maybe? I did not unwrap this one yet because I don't think I'm going to keep them, but I'm assuming it kind of matches what the naked hardcover of the other one looks like. So these are these two from Mystic Box. These are Mafia romances. I didn't say that, but these are Mafia, which I do love how the phone is kind of like the opposite on the sprayed edges. But yeah, I probably won't keep this series because I did not love book 1. I've heard book 2 is better, but also like, do I want to read it and keep it if I didn't love the first book? We'll see. All right, so that was my recent book haul. Definitely let me know in the comments if you hauled a book recently that you loved. If you saw any in my haul that I mentioned I haven't read yet, that you're like, you need to read that immediately, let me know that as well. If you're gonna pick up any of these books that I gushed about, let me know that too. If you'd rather leave me an emoji in the comments today, let me know that you watch this video. Leave me like a feather or a black raven, crow, whatever these are, definitely do that. So a feather, a blackbird, leave me one of those things to match this gorgeous special edition. If you haven't done so yet, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!